Choy, my people, is happening. It's happening in old Abiastate. You can see the soldiers running away. You can see these zoo soldiers running. You can see them running. It's happening. After this interview that I posted earlier, this interview that Simon Ekpa granted yesterday, almost everywhere they hot. The Biafran Liberation Army are out for the zoo army in the terrorist state. They are out for them. Do you know how many checkpoints that we are neutralized today in Abiastate? This is to tell you how powerful Simon Ekpa is. This is to tell you how powerful. Look at the zoo army. Look at them running away. But if it's to go to innocent villages and destroy properties and kill innocent Biafrans, they will go ahead and do that. If it's to go and destroy innocent places, innocent communities, they will go and do that. Why not stand and fight the Biafran Liberation Army? You have the gun, you have the tools, you have the armor tank. Why can't you guys stand and fight the Biafran Liberation Army? But what you guys do is to run away. Anytime the Biafran Liberation Army attacks, you run away. Tomorrow now, you go to a community near that Abiastate. You go to a community there and you start arresting innocent Biafrans, tagging them IPOB or tagging them Biafran Liberation Army, destroying houses, destroying shops, destroying markets. Why can't you then stand and face the Biafran Liberation Army? You can see them running away. You can see them running away. The struggle is out. And believe me, we will keep neutralizing you guys. The more you keep mounting your checkpoints in Southeast, the more you keep looting innocent Biafrans in Southeast, that is the more the Biafran Liberation Army will keep neutralizing you guys. It's not business as usual. It's not business as usual. I will show you the ammunition that the Biafran Liberation Army got from them. Look at the tools they got from them. Ethical tools. ACBIGBE. C-chain guns. They got from these people. They have been neutralized and they will keep neutralizing them. You can check back our previous broadcast. You can see where we said Simon Ekpa made it as a broadcast yesterday that close to 200 zoo army have been neutralized in Southeast in the past 2 weeks. And people we are saying is a lie. People we are saying is a lie. People we are questioning us. So why are we saying such? That this one. Look at just few minutes after this man's interview. Look at what is happening in Southeast. Look at what is happening in Southeast. You can see the soldiers running away. You can see the soldiers running away. No matter how strong you are, you can never defeat the People's Army. No matter how strong you are. And believe me, the Biafran Liberation Army will keep neutralizing you guys until you come back to your senses and realize that Southeast is no more business as usual. Go to Sokoto. So many terrorist groups have emerged in Sokoto. They have taken over different local governments in Sokoto. Go to Taraba. Go to Niger State. You can go and fight all those insurgencies that place. You don't have any business with Southeast. Allow us to protect our people. Allow our people to breathe. Tomorrow morning, believe me, tomorrow morning they will go to a community again and they will kill innocent Biafrans, causing more insecurities in Southeast. What is the benefit of your checkpoints you're mounting in Southeast? What is your benefit? You guys have an Igbo problem, and that is the problem of Nigerian states. You have an Igbo problem. Now listen to this voice I'm about to play now. This is what Simon Ekpa said yesterday that made everywhere shake. This is what Simon Ekpa said yesterday. Believe me, he's starting, and the Biafran Liberation Army are out for these people. Now listen to this voice note. In coordination of what he said yesterday, then you realize that this man has a very, very military experience. He said it. He said he has military experience. He has been in the war battle. He has been in the front line before. Obali Igbe, Osuoli Igbe. Understand? Osuoli Igbe, all war. He has fought before. He has been in the front line before. So he has military experience. So that is how he will keep neutralizing these guys. That is how you keep neutralizing them. Look at the kind of ammunition that we are taking off from these people. Look at the kind of ammunition that the Biafran Liberation Army sees from these people. They are on the run. They are on the run. Now listen as you subscribe.
Running a business in Nigeria.
People in the market, I'm going to run away. No, we know those games. You should be addressing when Biafrans are talking. Biafrans are those who were making videos telling Soludo to come with a trailer of key to lock their shops. Those are Biafrans. They are sitting at home willingly because they understand the fight we're fighting. It's just like many of you understand the fight, but the only thing is that that you are too livered to do what Biafrans are doing today. So when they are doing it, you are concerned. Why are you not worried about people that have been killed in other part of Nigeria? Why is Biafra more interesting to you when people are not actually getting killed? Even if those who come to blackmail us by hitting people with a stick and all that, is that more cruel to the people that are getting killed all over part of Nigeria? Why are you not worried about them? Or are they not Nigerians? There are people who give birth to IDP camp in Benue State, and their children are 19 years old now, living inside IDP, which means they have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And there is no plan of them going back to their ancestral land. This should be your concern, not Biafra people sitting at home.
No, sorry, Rudolph, sorry, please.
Rudolph, you are not talking. We cannot hear you.
If you have had a chance to ask a question, please don't come back into the studio. We want to make room for other people. So I keep removing people who come back again. Please make it one question. We don't have a lot of time. I speak the truth, Ernest.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So, hello, Rudolph. Hello, Simon. Simon, it's a two-part question, but it's going to be in one. You've told us about your plan for 40 states, but what I think you haven't been clear about, and what you haven't really told us, is which states presently will encompass this new nation that you envision. Because while you said earlier on the show that it will be made up of a confederate group of states, will these states just be the 1967 Eastern region, like you referenced, or, like Nnamdi Kanu said, expand to places as far as Kogi and Ondo? Because if so, me playing devil's advocate, if I was a military strategist or a leader from the old Western region, and which you've admittedly said, this will end on the negotiation table, I will be antsy that you are not only on my border in the event of a potential military skirmish, but that you will also control both sides of the River Niger. So, where exactly in the geographical space being disputed today will make up Biafra? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't know if you have been following the Biafra movement, but we have a defined map and we have a defined territory. So if you are confused about where is the Biafra territory today, I will urge you to visit the Biafra government website, where you have the current map of Biafra. That those maps were done by people, the indigenous people in those areas, not Simon Ekpa. So the people that made those maps are the indigenous people of those lands. It is not by Simon Ekpa. So if you are disputing the map, or you don't want to be part of Biafra, then you have one vote. You have one vote to say, no, I don't want to be part of Biafra. And in a democratic system, it is always majority carries the vote. So like I said, and I've said to every other person, if you can bring somebody or a group of people or millions of people to outnumber 50 million so far, you win the vote.
Thank you. I speak the truth. Let's go to man of prestige.
Greeting everybody. And greeting to have you here, Simon Ekpa. Let me start with my statement to your question. I think it's an illusion for you to have this idea that Trump is going to come and liberate the Biafra. Trump is a neo-isolationist. He doesn't care about Africans. So let me I live in America, California to be precisely. You are just riding on an illusion. That's not going to happen from Trump. He doesn't care about Africa. So that's one. But whatever your ideology of trying to actualize Biafra, whether it's going to come to fruition or not, that's debatable. So I'm not here to contend on that. But my main focus is the mayhem you are causing to the Southeast. I mean, how are you going to actualize Biafra when you finish killing the Biafran people already? So what country are you going to have? That's my question.
You have not joined them. You have not been killed. So I think when you are gone, Biafra will come. Number one. Number two is that you are not part of Trump team. You are not personal advisor to Trump. And I didn't say that Trump is going to give us Biafra. So don't come here and say something that is not right. Trump is the president of the United States. There are people that influences his foreign policies. These are the people I am engaging. The Department of State influences the Trump foreign policy. The Congress influences Trump policy. The CIA intelligence agencies influences foreign policy. These are the people I'm engaging. I'm not engaging Trump. Thank you.
Thank you, man of prestige. Let's go to Alwin Bond. I used to know your name. You changed your name.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Dr. Damages.
How are you?
Good evening to you. My Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Good evening to you. And I would like to say, may God continue to bless you. I am the Okene of Biafra because my mom is from Abiastate. She's an Angwa woman. I would like to ask you this, my Prime Minister. Are you the first Prime Minister to organize or invoke a republic in exile? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am not the first Prime Minister of a government in exile, and there are many countries that have regained their independence or restored their independence or sovereign state through a government in exile. So the only thing is that what we are doing today is very different somehow, because a country like Nigeria needed a very drastic measures that we are using. And that's why we adopt this 4 different approach, which is the political approach, diplomatic approach, the armed struggle approach in the self-defense, and the civil disobedience approach. So we are fighting Nigeria from all angles. Thank you.
Thank you, and let's go to electricity.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Man. Good evening, Simon. Mine is just clarification. It's a follow-up to... Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's a follow-up to Okija question. You referenced 3 religions officially recognized in Biafra state. You live in Finland, and Finland's constitution guarantees freedom of religion and freedom of conscience. 0.4% of the population have official membership. Is it the case that they will practice Islam in Biafra if it ever happens, but will not be officially recognized?
Okay, go ahead.
Or is it the case that Muslims will not be allowed in Biafra? Just clarification, please.
Thank you very much. We are going to sign into law the United Nations Treaty that protects every person, both religious person, both minority group. So those laws will be signed sent into law in our local law, constitution, and it will be respected. So, but what I'm telling you is that the official religion remain Christianity, Jewish, and traditional religion. This is official that we have in Biafra territory. And just like you go to Saudi Arabia today, you don't go there to question the laws while they are very hostile to some certain religion and all that. So we are going to have that in Biafra land, but we are going to respect international law, especially the UN Treaty on the protection of human rights. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Paul, you are next.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rudolph. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Rudolph, good evening, sir. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra. Thank you, and I greet everyone in the panel. I have 2 questions to ask you, the Prime Minister, and then I will ask it in one. The sit at home is only being done in 5 eastern part of Nigeria, but as we are told, the Biafra constitutes the old eastern region. So the people from River State, the people from Delta, the people from Calabar, they are not doing sit at home. The people from Kogis, they are not doing sit at home. So I want to know why those people are not doing it at home. Is it only Igbo people that is Biafra, or I mean, I want you to clarify that. And then the second question I want to ask you. I was listening to you. You made mention of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Muslim Nandikang, is to call yourself his disciple. I want to know, wouldn't that be so much disrespectful to him when he eventually come out tomorrow?
Sorry, say it again. I didn't hear you well.
Okay, I say you made mention that that you are still loyal to him, that you are still his disciple.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, wouldn't that be so much disrespectful to him if he eventually come out tomorrow? And then because the government in Israel, I think, is quite different from the group he's leading. So I want you also to clarify me the difference between IPOB and the government in Israel. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let me ask you a question. Is Mazin Nandikano agitating for a group or for a country?
Mazin Nandikano is agitating for the restoration of Biafra. What
am I agitating for?
You're also agitating for an sovereign independent state of Biafra.
So, and you think Mazin Nandikano will come out and be interested in agitating to restore IPOB as a group?
When Nandikano come out, who is going to be a leader?
It is not about who is going to be a leader. I think he is going to be very, very proud of how far we have gone, because his admiration, his aspiration and dream did not die. So as a leader that he is, he already is coming with Biafra. I told people that Mazin Nandikano will come out in a historic way. Biafra will be the restoration of Biafra. Listen, let me answer you. The restoration of Biafra will be declared, and the document will be generated. Mazin Nandikano said severally, when he was being asked, when are you going to declare Biafra? He said, people of Biafra have not given him mandate. He was asked again by this Rudolph here that when is he going to start engaging the United States? He responded, which the video I watched in the beginning of this program. He responded that the people have not sent him to go to the United States. Right, Bruno, if I'm wrong, that was what he said here. So here today, the people of Biafra have given me mandate, and given the Biafra government mandate, and he's part of it. So if he come and distance himself, that's a different thing. But for the fact that he's fighting for Biafra, and because of Biafra he's being incarcerated, I believe he should be proud of how far we have gone today. Within 2 years. Within 2 years, we have been to that America under the mandate of the Biafra people, 50 million people of Biafra given to us. Where for the past 8 years, or before it was granted that interview, I don't know which year was that, but at least he said that the Biafra people have not given him the mandate. And that was the early stage. So today, over 50 million has given us the mandate. And that's why we are engaging the United States officially. That's why we are having this convention officially. That's why dignitaries from around the world will come to Finland for this. But if you don't know that, you know it now. That are going to be dignitaries, they're going to be policymakers that will come to this convention, and it's going to be live. So everybody will see them and know who they are.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Tone. You're next.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Ekpa. Right. My thing here, let me just make clear before, so that you know where I'm coming from and who I am. I am a full-fledged Igbo man. I'm from Anambra State. It kind of worries me when the Biafran movement assumes that everybody that speaks Igbo, that is an Igbo man, agrees with your ideology. First of all, I'd like you to understand, because even during the war, you are not born, young man. You weren't born. A lot of people that are crying out IPOB don't even know, they don't even understand the history, the background, what led to the Civil War, what led to the first coup. But then, that is another. All I'm just going to appeal to you, with all due respect, is your policies and your utterances are causing a lot of instability and insecurity. People, we have seen videos and you're denying it, that it's the zoo and all that blah, 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 blah. Your directives are causing people to be attacked when people refuse to abide by this sit down home and all that. They are being attacked, their businesses are being destroyed and all that. And you sit down there to tell me that they are not real IPOB. Let me just say to you,
can I respond to you, please?
I am not part of your IPOB shenanigans. What I'm for is for the Igbo people to be economically strong so that we will have a voice. And then we talk about whether we want to move or not. Not telling people, talking about violence and all that. You know nothing about the military. You've got no military training. You've got no military training. You've got nobody. Listen, nobody voted you as a prime minister. Some group of people came together and gave you the title. The title of prime minister is inconsequential. The most important thing is releasing that young man that has been kidnapped, because your utterances is not helping out. These people are going to hold him, and they probably might kill him. Let's tell ourselves the truth, my brother.
You are not asking
all I just wanted.
What is the question? What is the question?
The question is, my question is, when are you going to stop your directive and asking young men to go to their early graves? It is not right.
When you don't buy, because you know having book by your side does not make you educated.
It is not right, Mr. Edgar. It is not right. Without due respect, you sit down there in Finland. You're directing them to go to their early grave.
When you buy, you will stop. You never buy now.
All right. Thank you, Ton. Kene, you're next.
He come here with books as if he's educated. He's an idiot.
The Prime Minister of Biafran land. I greet you, my brother. Welcome here once again. Last time you were here, I asked a question strictly on your plans on how to secure our people, especially the lives and properties of the Biafran people. And your response was very marvelous. And I've seen the result of what the ESN under your leadership is doing in our land. Thank you once again.
Biafra Liberation Army.
Yes, Biafra Liberation Army. Sorry. Thank you once again for coming today. And as we all have witnessed, some of our saboteurs, they are meeting their ancestors or their creators on their own accord. Thank God, God is doing the wonders for us. And I will especially thank you for how you guys have deterred the IDP camp that they brought or they wanted to bring down to Imo State. Thank you for that job. And again, I come with the same question, but in a different way today. Today we have army checkpoints in Biafra land. I think there was this YouTuber that went around counting army checkpoints in our land, and it's just so annoying to see this kind of thing going on in our land. And I saw a video where coal is being mined in one community in Enugu State, I think Udi area. My question to you is, what effort are you guys doing to making sure that our resources are being preserved? And especially that these good-for-nothing Nigerian army and police that are everywhere on our land, aiding kidnapping of our people, that they are being sent back to wherever they come from. This question is very, very important because it bleeds my heart if I see this thing going on in our land. I believe in your ability to, get their senses back to where it's supposed to be. So please, my brother, I will want you guys, if you choose not to answer this question, that is fine, because I know you have your way of doing things. But I want to encourage you to continue your good work. Somebody asked a question, which I don't see that as a question. I see that as maybe he just woke up from sleep. That if you are not here, who takes over from you? And I answered from the comment section that the likes of Kene are in millions waiting to take over. But nothing will happen to you, my brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kene.
All right. Thank you very much, Kene. Well, I would say that the checkpoints, we continue to dismantle them. And it is not going to stop. We know it's going to take a long time. Like, Nigeria is a country with 3 trillion naira in defense. That is the country we are fighting. So trying to defend our people from this kidnapping and all that. So we will continue to engage them. Like I said, what we are into now is called the war of attrition. And they know better what is the meaning of war of attrition. And if they are ready for that, we are in for it. So it's going to take time, but we are going to win this war. Nigeria can never win this time around. So those checkpoints will be dismantled. It's going to take time, but it will go. The only thing I say is that those who are coming to those checkpoints to enforce the disappearance of Biafrans, I don't know what they are going to do at the end of the day when we are going to sit on the round table to discuss the partition of Biafra and Nigeria. What would they tell to the Indian war when they are there? That the reason why they died for no reason. Because at the end of the day, Nigeria, as I'm talking to you today, Nigeria know they have lost this to Biafra. So, and after the December convention, we are going to start, enforcing the eviction of Nigeria interests within the Biafra territory. What are these interests? This thing you said now about the mining of the coal, this what you said about the exploitation of our natural resources. We'll engage them. And let me also tell you that in case they don't know, we are coming for tax collectors. You will never collect tax for in the name of Nigeria. Very, very soon. So if you are a tax collector, resign, because you can never collect tax under Nigeria. We know this whole thing is going to take time, but we'll cripple Nigeria and make sure that not even a farthing will be generated from Biafra land to Nigeria post. That's our target. At the end of the day, we will sit in one table and discuss the partition. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kene. Let's go to Miracle Kingsley. I think you're in Nigeria, you're in the dark, so go on. Kingsley, can you hear me? All right, I don't think he can. So let's go to Ngozika. Ngozika, can you hear me? Kingsley, you have to mute yourself if you can hear me. Okay, Kingsley can't figure that out. For now, let's go to iconography. You're next.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I was going to ask you a question about timeline access, but I think I should leave that first.
Speak up.
We keep hearing about the 50 million people that voted.
Okay.
And like that. So the 50 million people want. What I would like to ask is, can we, this thing I want to ask for now will give credence to the numbers that are being called. Can we get like some things that show how the election went? So an electoral map that shows the different areas where the votes came from that the 50 million votes came from. The spread of how the registration happened, because I don't think you just allowed anybody to vote. It was that you confirmed who they were before they were eligible to vote. So the 50 million votes that you're talking about, where did they come from? How did they spread across the eastern region? Where are the people? Who are the people? Or let me say the demographic of people that.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. I cannot.
The Biafra government officials will make that particular information public during the convention. But I tell you that we have everything documented, just as you see them voting on the videos we have released so far. Every county is voting, every state have their voting and electoral officials, and we even have the names of those who voted. So everybody who participated in this voting has a name. So it is not just coming to ask where they vote and all that. Everything is well documented, and the voting is still ongoing as I speak. It will end on the 28th of this month. And during the convention, we are going to live stream the result of the voting, which we don't know yet how many at the end of the day. So everything will be made open in Finland. And if you doubt the result, you conduct your own.
Thank you. Ngozika, go ahead.
Good evening, Dr. Damages. Good evening to our guest. I do not have questions for him. I just want to make I want to refute something he said. Mr. Ekpa said that the people in Biafra land, that is the southeast, willingly lock their shops on Monday. That's a lie from the pit of hell. I live in the southeast. People are not locking their shops out of solidarity, Mr. Ekpa. They are doing it out of fear. If fear instilled by your people, stop lying. That is all I came to see.
Okay, I don't know who is lying. I am not there, but I have seen videos of people challenging Soludo that he should come and drag them out of their houses. So you are just one person there who is a one Nigerian. So it's a normal thing for you to come here and talk. But we have seen videos of Biafrans that are business people who are actually closing their shops, and they are challenging the governor to come and drag them out. They even went ahead and told the governor that if he's coming to lock their shop, he should come with a trailer load of key. So are you more Biafran than them? Thank you. And of course, I'm not surprised that people like you will come here with a Nigerian mentality. When we are struggling to save you from the evil entity called Nigeria, you come here to talk rubbish.
All right. Otakago, you're next. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Good evening, Dr. Damages, and then good evening to Mr. Ekpa. My question is, somebody raised it earlier. So somebody asked you about previous promises that were made that have not been fulfilled. And you said that you've kept all your promises. But I want to draw two in particular to your attention. So about 2 years ago, you made a tweet asking for 50 people who donate $10,000 each. And then that if they do that, then within the next 6 months, we'll see Biafra. And it's been 2 years now. So I guess my question is more, is it that you've not gotten the 50 people, or they didn't donate, or that promise has not been?
Did you donate?
Then you went ahead to also talk about a match between Biafra and Ambazonia that would happen soon. And it's been about 2 or 3 years and we haven't seen it yet also. So, clearly, if we follow this, it means that you've really not been keeping the promises that you've been talking about. And then going on to this war of attrition.
Can I address it before you make me
let me finish. When I finish, then you have all the time to address me. Then this war of attrition that you're talking about.
All right, Dr. Damage, let me address him. First of all, he talked about Amazonia and the Biafra match, and I will put it to him that which one is more, more recognized thing between Biafra and Amazonia when we have what we call Biafra and Amazonia Helsinki Declaration in 2023 here in Finland, in Helsinki. Amazonia and Biafra went into official signing of alliance, and it happened in Finland, and it is called Biafra Amazonia Helsinki Declaration 2023. So is it football that we did not play because of one reason or the other that is going to discredit what I'm doing? And then also he talked about